Today, in a speech focusing on the American family, Vice President Dan Quayle had some strong comments on what he termed a poverty of values, citing Murphy Brown as an example. The speech, part of a West Coast campaign swing, was delivered in San Francisco to the Commonwealth Club of California.
Commonwealth Club luncheon. The LA riots happened because of disintegrating family values.
It doesn't help matters when primetime TV has Murphy Brown, a character who supposedly epitomizes today's intelligent, highly paid professional woman, mocking the importance of fathers by bearing a child alone and calling it just another lifestyle choice.
Good evening and welcome to FYI. For your information tonight, we focus on a subject that has become the center of a national debate. To begin, we turn to reporter Murphy Brown.
Thank you, Jim. The American family and American values. This reporter has a unique perspective on the topic because in a recent speech, Vice President Quayle used me as an example of the poverty of values in this country and implied that I was a poor role model for our nation's youth. While some might argue that attacking my status as a single mother was nothing more than a cynical bit of election year posturing, I prefer to give the Vice President the benefit of the doubt. These are difficult times for our country, and in searching for the causes of our social ills, we could choose to blame the media, or the Congress, or an administration that's been in power for 12 years, or we could blame me. And while I will admit that my inability to balance a checkbook may have had something to do with the collapse of the savings and loan industry, I doubt that my status as a single mother has contributed all that much to the breakdown of Western civilization. But tonight's program should not be simply about blame. The Vice President says he felt it was important to open a dialogue about family values, and on that point, we agree. Unfortunately, it seems that for him, the only acceptable definition of a family is a mother, a father, and children. And in a country where millions of children grow up in non-traditional families, that definition seems painfully unfair. Perhaps it's time for the Vice President to expand his definition and recognize that whether by choice or circumstance, families come in all shapes and sizes. And ultimately, what really defines a family is commitment, caring, and love. With that in mind, I'd like to introduce you to some people who might not fit into the Vice President's vision of a family, but they consider themselves families nonetheless. They work, they struggle, they hope for the kind of life for their children that we all want for our children. And these are the people we should be paying attention to. Welcome to FYI. Would you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Mary Bailey, and this is my daughter, Cameron.
Hello. And you, ma'am?
I'm Nadine, and this is my son, Manuel.
Hello. And you, sir?
I am Jim, and this is my son, Shannon.
And you?
And I'm Julie, and this is Jacqueline.
Thank you.